Hi, I'm Shane,
I'm Gerry.
and today we're going to talk to you a little bit about oil tanks.
People often ask us why the insurance companies insist on replacing perfectly good-looking tanks.
And to answer that question, here's an example of what would appear to be a perfectly good tank.
The problem with oil tanks is that they deteriorate from the inside out. The moisture in the fuel eats away at the steel on the bottom of the tank, weakening it and eventually causing it to break through.
And then when the fuel does in fact leak, whether it be, let's say, if the fuel tank was in your basement,
It would create quite a mess in the basement, but the worst of it, it could end up in your sump hole. The sump pump will pump it out, could contaminate your septic system and your backyard. It could end up in ponds and rivers, and the cleanup could cost literally hundreds of thousands of dollars.
so for example, this would appear to be a perfectly good tank, probably very similar to what many of you have in your basement or outside. Primer gray, a few little nicks where there's been a bit of rust from just a surface nick. And probably not even that old, but the life expectancy is really unknown because it's all across the board. But this tank, when you'll find, although it does look very normal, when it was filled with fuel, it did in fact cause enough of a leak that this exact tank caused hundreds of thousands of dollars damage to the homeowner.
So we're going to examine the inside of the tank, and if you take a closer look, you'll see the pitting that's caused by the moisture in the fuel, to the extent that it's actually making holes in the bottom of the tank. So we hope that this illustrates the importance of replacing your tank. Go get them changed, get a double wall tank, don't take the risk. I don't know, you do, next time.